Hello and welcome back to the Casual Fan Podcast, the hardest working, most accurate, most entertaining, and above all else, the most profitable sports gambling podcast you will find anywhere. I'm your host and baseball betting prognosticator, Ben Holmes, and when I'm not talking to you here at the Casual Fan Podcast, you can find me on Twitter at Benz_best_bets for daily baseball betting content. And if you've been following my Twitter account and you've been following my bets this week, oh my word, we are in the money, folks. It's a great feeling. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I don't think I'll ever lose again. No, I'm kidding. Of course, luck happens, things happen. We can't always have as good a week as we've had, as good a start to the month as we've had, but it doesn't mean we can't enjoy the highs when they come. The lows are so devastating. The only reason we put up with it is because when we're up, we just revel in it, we have fun, and we keep the party going. We don't stop now, we go full steam ahead. On to the next one. I've been really accurate betting this month. It kind of made me wish that I threw a few more of those picks into parlays to capitalize even more, but that's okay. We're up plus 6.08 units on the month. As of today, the month is only 7 days old. I've only had 6 days to bet, so we're up 1 unit per day, which any bettor will tell you that's a great trend to have. So like I said, guys, let's keep it rolling for Friday, May 7th. I'm recording this at 10 a.m. Eastern, so adjust your bets accordingly. If any breaking news happens, any pitching changes, that's on you guys, but I trust you guys to make the right decision. Okay, let's bet. This is how you make money on today's card. Now, in the hours it takes me to research all these picks before I deliver them to you, Trevor Rogers' first 5 innings jumped in that time alone from -150 to -170. Get on it now while you can. Is Trevor Rogers the dominant ace for the Marlins, an absolutely powerful lefty coming out against the depleted Milwaukee Brewers team? I don't see how this doesn't hit. I'm still happy to lay the -170. The lefty has a 12K per 9. He hasn't surrendered a run in half of his starts, and he was kind of under the radar coming into the season. It's only just now I think that people in the general public are starting to pay attention to what he's doing, because the Marlins rotation was really young and electric, and Rogers was scheduled to be the 5th starter. But through other people's injuries and sheer performance of his own, he is the guy in Miami right now. And he's going up against a team that, like I said, has absolutely no punch offensively. Travis Shaw is their leader in home runs with 5 and RBI with 22. That should tell you all you need to know. It's pretty much a bullpen game for the Brewers today. Brent Suter will get his first start of the year, and the Milwaukee Brewers bullpen is middle of the pack. The only thing that semi-worries me is the Brewers do have a significantly better OPS and average against lefties, but I think Rogers is built different. I'm not worried. The Miami Marlins first 5 is -170 now. I got it at -150. Just get it however you can. Now for this next pick, it almost mirrors exactly everything I just said. We're going to take the Chicago White Sox first 5 against the Kansas City Royals, -160. It's another young, exciting lefty. This time it's Carlos Rodon. He is having an unreal year, better than Rogers even. In fact, Rodon has an ERA of 0.72. He's only given up 2 runs in 4 of his starts. He's going up against a team in Kansas City that are 3-7 in their last 10, and like Milwaukee, they were shut out yesterday. Brett Keller's getting the start for the Royals. He has an 8.06 ERA. So what I'm recommending, guys, bet these 2 first 5s individually, parlay them together, then also parlay them with the St. Louis Cardinals. When you parlay the 2 of them together, it gives you plus 158. The Cardinals are the biggest favorites on the board today. They're gonna win. Put that in the parlay, you're looking at almost plus 300. I know that's a lot riding on those 2 outcomes. You have them now in 3 separate bets, but I really don't see how the Marlins and the White Sox don't win their first 5. I got 2 more games for you guys. I'm not as crazy about these picks, so if you only want to put a little bit of money down, bet the games that I just told you. They're the priority today. But what really jumped out to me was when I saw the Arizona Diamondbacks were underdogs at plus 110. I'm going to play it even safer. I'm going to take them first 5, and that's -105. Still the underdogs. A reason I'm doing that is because I'm mostly betting the game because I like Zach Gallen, and I don't like David Peterson, but also the Diamondbacks have the 3rd worst bullpen in the league so far this year in terms of ERA. Gallen did burn me last time out when I picked him to beat the Rockies first 5. He got kind of beaten around there, but I think he'll bounce back today. So far his starts this year have gone good, bad, so he's due for another good start, right? That's my logic anyway. A big problem that's jumped out to me is his control. He is walking way too many guys, but the Mets are 19th in the league in walks, so I don't trust them to take full advantage of that situation. Now the Diamondbacks have a .858 OPS against lefties, and whilst the D-backs just got swept by the Marlins, only putting up 4 runs in the 3-game series, they were a top 5 in runs scored entering that series. I think they'll bounce back and they'll come out swinging and they'll get some runs off David Peterson today. There's still a lot of struggling bats in this Mets lineup, most glaringly obviously Francisco Lindor, and he will bounce back at some point in the season, but I just don't expect that game to be today. I think the Diamondbacks' first 5 are good value. I don't like it as much as the other 3 bets I've already mentioned, but the Mets are 2-5 in their last 7 games following a win, and they're 3-11 in their last 14 home games following a road trip of 7 or more days. And finally, if you want a little bit of late night action and no one's picking up the phone, you could throw a little bit of money down on the San Francisco Giants. All it really comes down to is that I've had a lot of success this year just looking at a game, seeing that it's basically a 50-50 game, and taking the underdog. The Padres and Giants have split their first 6 meetings. All those 6 games were played in San Diego. This is the first game that's going to be in San Francisco. Giants are 10-3 at home this year, but the Padres are 9-4 on the road. I think it comes down to Anthony DeSclafani being a bit better than we give him credit for, and Blake Snell possibly being a little bit overrated at this point. It is the last game of the day. I'm gonna see how my bets are looking before I bet this game. If I've cashed the rest of the card, I'm probably gonna leave this game alone, put the cash in my pocket and call it a night. But if not, you could do a lot worse than the Giants at +120. So a quick recap, guys. Put your focus and your units on the Chicago White Sox first 5 -160, the Marlins first 5 -170. Throw those together in a parlay, +158. Add the St. Louis Cardinals, Jack Flaherty. He's gotten over 10 runs of run support a game. He's going up against the crappy Colorado Rockies. So parlay those 3 teams together, that's +281. Then if you're feeling a little bit extra frisky, you could do a lot worse than putting a unit on the Diamondbacks first 5 at -105. And for the nightcap, San Francisco Giants money line, +120 if you're inclined. My name is Ben Holmes. You can find me every day on Twitter at Benz_best_bets. Until next time, when I'm here on the Casual Fan Podcast YouTube page, please give us a like, please give us a subscribe, and I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks so much.